think Mr. Trenum does a great job. Lily's going to miss that when finally he goes, because we have a graduation this morning. And I have seen Tim, and he has that fluid motion when he's leading us in song. And Willie's used to that. Because he goes, Willie, get to work. The rest of you get out of the kitchen. And he has to do that, right? So, we have a graduation this morning, and the graduation at the Union Gospel Mission, it may not seem like something that you see at Harvard or Yale or any of those things. Those people are going through a 4-year degree, getting their sheepskin, and it entitles them to go out and try to seek a job and do all those things. But a graduation at the Union Gospel Mission means that a person has spent 9 months going through our drug and alcohol rehabilitation program. Every day they have heard the Word of God. They have had the application of what that Word means to them in their lives. We have sought here to counsel, to direct, to draw, and to equip them to go from here, not just back out into the world, but to a healthy, well-balanced church that they can finish their discipleship with. It is a lifetime process for all of us to walk in the newness of life and to be discipled. Whether you are 2 weeks in the faith or 20 years, whether you are sitting in a pew or speaking from a pulpit, the Lord speaks to us daily, and we need to listen to his voice daily. We need to walk with him daily, do we not? And so today, it is my prayer, and certainly we rest in the Lord that Willie has come to that saving knowledge, that he will walk in the newness of life all the days of his life, that drug and alcohol and all the other things that went along with that will simply be a distant memory, and something that we can only relate to when we're relating to those that are still lost and held captive as slaves in those addictions. And so today marks that day that even though this may not be a sheepskin, and it is a piece of paper in a cardboard folder, and that seems kind of ignominious, doesn't it? However, the reality is that this paper represents something so much more than that. And so, well, this is wrong. It says William. Who's this guy? Willie, could you come up here for a minute, brother? We have several things for you today. First of all, we have the Armor of God coin, which, for those of you that don't know, it is Ephesians 6. And it says to place the whole armor of God on. We need to be in that armor all the time, and remembering that the war is a spiritual war. And we need to fight this war on our knees and in our books. And so if we fail to do that, we will certainly fall prey to some. So I'd like you first to have that. It's not something to pray to, and it's not a good luck charm. We found these books. I believe Scott brought one of them in originally, What is the Gospel? And I found them to be absolutely wonderful. And so I want each graduating man to have one of these. And you know what? Despite the fact we may think we know what the gospel is, and we might know what the gospel is, it never hurts to read, and keep it fresh in our hearts, right? Because salvation is fresh daily. And by that, I don't mean you can lose your salvation, but every day you need to be on your knees and thankful to God for the salvation he brings, and reminding ourselves, because someday you'll also be asked by someone, what are you talking about? What is the gospel? It's a great thing to have. I want you to keep it forever, brother. And then this is this Bible that we give you. I've said it to every graduating man. I hope in years to come that if you still have this particular Bible, that it is puffed up from all the times you've opened it, that it's written on and soiled because of use, because man, there's nothing worse than a sword that isn't used, right? So I want you to have that too. I don't want you to take mine. But I want want you to have this one, and I want you to have this certificate. It says, this is to certify that William, Magana has successfully completed all the requirements of the New Life Drug and Alcohol Rehabilitation Program at the Union Gospel Mission, dated the 17th day of February in the year of our Lord 2017. Willie, along with these things, you know you are loved.
Amen.
Yes. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I was here last year. A lot of some of you folks remember. I came to this program. I don't know what I was looking for. I have no idea. But I realized what I missed out on this time around. And one thing's for sure, and that's that my kids aren't going to keep me sober. My mom's not going to keep me sober. Nobody outside of here has the power to make me change me but the Lord. And I learned that this time. And I realized that there were certain things in my life that I had to give up. And sometimes it's just for a season in your life. You know, one of the things I love the most in this world right after the Lord is my children. And man, I've tried my hardest to be the best dad, man, but despite all my best efforts, man, I'm here right now. And this place has taught me that as long as I put the Lord first in my life, everything else falls into place. And it's a blessing, man. And I keep getting blessed despite myself. You know what I mean? And so I guess what I want to say is that December 31st, 1997 is the first time I ever put methamphetamines into my body. May 4th, 2016 is the last day that I ever put methamphetamines into my body. It's a long time, man. You know what I mean? And despite that fact, I have a clear complexion. I haven't pulled all the hair out of my body. I still have teeth in my head. You know what I mean? I have seen in my lifetime people that pick up drugs for 6 months and it just completely ruins their life, man. But for some reason, I got an opportunity and a chance to change myself. And I thank the Union Gospel Mission for being there for me when I didn't even know what to do with myself. I've spent my life as a drug addict. I've spent my life, believe it or not, as a self-mutilator that had loads of depression. I'm covered from head to toe with scars that I've inflicted upon myself for whatever reason. Maybe I felt I wasn't loved enough. Maybe I feel that I didn't have what I needed in my life. But since I've come to Christ and I've realized that only God can do this, man. I've spent 9 months here. I haven't had any medication. I haven't had anything. I haven't, I have my little bit of counseling. I don't have to talk to a shrink, man. I don't have to do anything but pick up my Bible and read my Bible every day. And everything just it's better. I mean, there's no other way for me to put it other than it's better. It's non-existent. I haven't felt like genuinely depressed in 7, 8 months. You know what I mean? It was rough my first month. It was rough, you know what I mean? But for the guys that are here, man, always try to remember there's a lot of rules here, man, and they're in place for a reason. We call ourselves the Union Gospel Mission. You know what I mean? So when we come here and we need to submit to everything that's going on here, it's not because they're trying to control us, and it's not because they're trying to do anything like that, man. It's because it really builds discipline in your life to continue for you to take it on outside of here. There's lots of great people here. Ernie, Tim, you, man. Tim's dealt with me for over a year now. With my ups and downs and my sideways, and do I want to stay, do I want to go, do I want to do everything, man? through it all, he's always had something great to tell me, and he's always pushed me in the right direction, he's always lifted me up. Brother Ernie, man, he was my first counselor, and he's the most honest man in the world. I came back to the program this time, and I talked to him a couple times, I'm like, brother, I don't know if I can help you, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna send you over to Pastor Moody, and I love him for his honesty, man. These guys they're not here just to make a paycheck, they're literally here to help you. And whenever we fall off, and we don't make it, it genuinely hurts these guys, you know what I mean? So, think about that next time you guys feel like maybe you just can't do it, and you've already built this relationship with the staff where you just want to leave, because they genuinely love you. And Jack, man, thank you for never letting me get away with nothing. I needed that. I needed that in my life, man, you know what I mean? I spent my whole entire life ripping and running, doing whatever I want to do, and never submitting to anything in my life other than what I wanted to do, and it just completely helped. All the staff here, Pastor Tim, thank you for coming out here and talking to us, man. I've been through a couple of programs, and the head folks, they don't never talk to the program guys. It's, I don't know what it is, but the only time they ever talk to us is from a pulpit or something, and so I thank you for building that relationship with us. Appreciate it. I appreciate all you other guys. Thank you for this opportunity to change my life, and I just want to let you guys know I'm gonna get into a good church, and I'm gonna become a member. I'm gonna get out there and help people. I love helping people. I just found that out here.